have done some things. We just want to look at a review of it. So you can see my slide now. Sorry. Okay. So from the slide you can see now. So a view of matrices. Basic operations. What we have done so far in matrices, we have looked at addition. We have looked at addition of matrices. We have looked at subtraction. We have looked at multiplication. We have looked at division. So one thing I want to ask first, but if you want to add matrices together, is there any condition for you to add two matrices together? Let me say we have matrix A as 2, 3 minus 1, 4. And matrix B to be 4, 5, 2, 3, 1, 0. Can you tell me these two matrices? Can you add them together? Don't forget, I've said that I can't see the chart now. So if you need to answer my question, you need to unmute yourself and talk. So if you don't unmute yourself to talk, I will assume you don't know it. So can you add A and B together?
I can't see the screen.
You can't see the screen?
Yes.
Sorry, I'm not sharing. Thank you. I'm not sharing. Okay. Okay. Yeah. I was too quick to show the, okay. Yeah. So I hope you can see now. Let me put it in slide. Sorry. Keep. Okay. Yeah. So this is the slide. I hope you can see now.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes,
so matrix A and B, can you add them together? Matrix A is 2, 3 minus 1, 4. Can you add them together?
No, sir.
No. Okay. Why?
Because
What's the condition of matrices?
They have to be the same column and row.
Okay, yeah. Can we have BA when you are multiplying? Can you multiply B by A? Can you multiply A by B?
Yes, sir.
Which one? The two, Abby? We can multiply B by A and we can multiply A by B.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So A by B, what will it give you? A times B. What is the condition for you to multiply matrices together?
The column should be equal with the row.
A must have the same row as the column of B.
Okay. Where you didn't get it well. Now, before you can multiply matrices together, the column of the first must be what? Must be equal to the row of the second. Look at this now. This is for A times B. The matrix A, the dimension of A is 2 by 2. For B, the dimension of B is what? Is 3 by 2. So the last one here and the first one here must be the same. That is, the column of the first must be equal to the row of the second. So as a result, A and B does not exist. A times B does not exist. But in this case, now, if I'm bringing B forward, B times A, it means I'm multiplying 3 by 2 matrix by what? By a 2 by 2 matrix. So since this and this are equal, then it is possible So it means we can have B times A, but we can't have what? A times B in this. So if you are going to have B times A, what will it be? It means we are writing B first. 4, 2, 1, 5, 3, 0. Multiply by what? 2, 3, minus 1, 4. So if you multiply, what do we have? So it means we are going to do it like this, multiply by this. So the row will multiply column. Is it possible? Sorry. Okay, yeah. So we are going to have what? We are going to have 4 times 2. 4 by 2. Plus what? 5 by minus 1. 5 by minus 1. So we go to the next one. 4 by 3. Multiply by what? Multiply by 5 by 4. Sorry, plus 5 by 4. So you go to the next one. 2 by 2. Multiply by what? 3 by minus 1. Sorry, plus 3 by minus 1. So then the next one will be what? 2 by 3. 2 times 3. Let me write it directly. 2 times 3 will give us 6. 3 by 4. 3 times 4 is 12. I hope you are getting it. Then 1 times 2 will give us what? 2. 0 times minus 1 will give us 0. 2 times 3. 1 times 3 will give us 3. Then 0 times 4 will give us 0. So at the end of the day, we have 2 times 4, 8, minus 5 will give us 3. So our final answer, if you write it here, we have 3. Then 3 times 4, 12, plus 5 times 4. 5 times 4 is 20, plus 12. That is what? 32. Then the next one, 2 times 2 is what? 4 minus 3. 1. 6 plus 12, 18. Then 2 plus 0, 2. Then 3 plus 0, 3. So that's the answer for what? BA. So that's the answer for BA. So that is how you can do that one. So let's move on. So that is that one. So basic operation. So we also look at what? Division. Okay. For division, we said the same thing as was saying the inverse. If you need to divide, you just need to find the inverse first. So if I need to divide, in this case now, if I need to divide B by A, if it is possible for us to divide B by A, it means I need to first find the inverse of what? Inverse of A before I now multiply by what? By B. What I'm saying is that if I have, anytime I need to get B over A, it's the same thing as having what? B times inverse of A. Inverse of A. So that's how I can do my division in matrices. So if they have been given 2 matrices and they want us to divide it, B divided by A. It means the denominator, we have to go and find the inverse first. Once you get the inverse, you can now multiply it by what? By the other matrix. So that is on that particular one. Okay, so let's move on to the next aspect. So we have some questions from WAEC. I think in the recent, if you check question from 2017, you realize that we have, I think this question is 2017 question 2. So look at the question that we have. The one we are in is what? Question 2. I expect it. So the one in this class is question 12, the 2 part, the second part. So given that m equals to 1, 2, 4, 3, and n equals to mx and y, and mn equals 2, 1, 3, 4, find the value, find the matrix n. Find the matrix n. I want you to do that in how many minutes should I give you? So just try it. So how will you approach this? Is your answer out now? So they have given us the answer to m times n. They have done it already. But the n is now hidden. So what do we do? Do we have any answer yet? Okay. So let me. I think in fact is similar to what I've just explained. The last thing I explained in the last slide. The last thing I explained in the last slide is similar. We are looking for. So what do you think can be? In this case now, we know that m times n will give us what? Will give us mn. Let me just. I'm going to solve it in the next slide. But let me just use something to explain here now. You see, we are going to have m times n equals what? Mn. That's how it should be. M times n equals to mn. So equals mn. Now, in this case, we don't know n. What do we do? If it is normal equation, what do? We say divide both sides by m. So it means our n will be equals to what? Mn divided by what? Divided by n. Divided by m, Abby. But the way we do division here is different. It's different. We don't just do because in matrices, from what we have done, they taught you something about commutativity. That when m times n in matrices, m times n is not the same thing as what n times m. N times m, they are not the same, except if the matrices is but normally general matrices are what? Are not commutative. So they are not commutative. So because this law, they are not equal. So what you are going to do actually here, when you want to do it, what you are going to do is, okay, sorry, let me clean this. So what you are expected to do here is what? How do I eliminate this what? M is disturbing us here. So you bring in inverse, multiply both sides by inverse of what? Inverse of m. So m inverse times n will be equals to what? M inverse multiplied by what? Mn. So m inverse, sorry, this one should be n inverse times m times n. M inverse times m times n. Sorry. So it should be m inverse times m times n. So at the end of the m times m inverse will give us identity. for identity times any number will give us that number. So at the end of the day, by the time you multiply identity by n, it will still give us m. So we are going to have n equals to inverse of m multiplied by what? Mn. So that is what we are. That's the best way to do it. Actually, another way you can just do it is what? To multiply. And 1 times m, 1 times m plus 2 times n. But it will give you like simultaneous equation. And then the solution of simultaneous equation is also what? Using what do we call it? Matrices. Because you can use matrices to solve simultaneous equation. So it's not better for you to go and expand it like that. So what you just do is that since you are looking for n, make n the set of formula. If you want to make n set of formula, you can't just divide both sides by m. Like I said earlier, you can't just divide both sides by m. You will multiply by the inverse. So when you multiply by the inverse of m, you go and multiply at the side that you have what? M. You know, we are having m in this side. Assuming you are having m, if it is if what you have been given here, if for example we have not been given the value of m, we are only given the value of m times n equals mn. For example, if it is what? M that you want to get. If it is m you want to get, it means you have to eliminate what? N. You multiply both sides by the inverse of n. So if you want to multiply by the inverse of n, you have to multiply from the right hand side. So that multiplication would be what? M times what? N times n inverse will be equals to what? Mn times what? N inverse. So you get it now. So you can multiply from the front if what you want to eliminate is in the front. Since we are eliminating m in this one that we are doing, we are eliminating what? We need the value of n. We are eliminating m. So you multiply from this side. For this one, if it is m that you want to calculate, you want to find the value of m. So it means you need to eliminate n. You have to multiply from this side. So get that one clearly. I hope it's clear. If it is not clear, you can call me back. So now let's solve this particular question. I hope some people have solved it now. What did you get? By now, we must have seen people that have solved it. Can we have any answer now? Okay. If you can't have an answer, let me go ahead to solve it. So let's move to the next slide. Let me clean. Okay, do I need to clean this? Don't worry, don't let me clean it. You may need it. So, okay. So in the next slide, let's see how we can solve it. Okay, solution. Okay, so like I said, like I told you, since we have got the value of from what we did there now, we have said that what we are multiplying from the left hand side. So our answer will be what? The value of n will be equals to what? Inverse of m multiplied by what? Mn. So how do we get the inverse of m? You have done the inverse of m before. The value of m that they give us. M is what? M is 1, 2, 4, 3. To get the inverse, what's the first thing? You find the minor. So to get the minor, for the minor, what do? You cover this, cover this. So the minor of 1 will be 3. The minor of 2, cover the row of 2, cover the column of 2, you have 4. The minor of 4, cover the row of 4, cover the column of 4, you have 2. The minor of 3, cover the row of 3, cover the column of what? 3, you have what? 1. So that's minor. I hope I'm right. So the next thing, go and find your what? Cofactor. Plus, minus, minus, plus. So it means our cofactor will be equals to 3 minus 4 minus 2, 1. That's what you mean by, that's our cofactor. So this is minor. This is cofactor. So the next thing, find the adjoint. To get the adjoint, what do? you find the word transpose of this. So adjoint will be equals to what? So if you find the transpose, it means you are going to have 3 minus 4 minus 2, 1. Although there is a direct thing to do here, which I feel your teacher must have taught you, but that is better done when you are doing an objective question. I'm going to look at that one for us too. Then the next thing, our inverse is what? Adjoint over determinant. What's the determinant of M? Although that's the first thing we are supposed to find to know whether the inverse even exists. So determinant of M, what do we do? The leading diagonal, this 1 times 3, minus 2 times 4, minus 8. So, and that will give us what? Minus 5. So it means that what? The inverse of M inverse will be equals to what? Minus 1 over 5 into bracket 3 minus 2 minus 4, 1. So now to get the value of our N from what we did from this particular formula, our N will be equals to inverse of M. That's minus 1 over 5 multiplied by 3 minus 2 minus 4, 1 multiplied by what? Mn. The value of Mn, the Mn they gave us is what? 2, 1, 3, 4. So if you multiply, you can just multiply the matrices first before you now multiply by minus 1 over 5. So for us to multiply the matrices 3 times, I believe at this point now everybody can multiply matrices without any challenge. So 3 times 2, 6. Minus 2 times 3, it will give us minus 6. I hope I'm right. 3 times 2, 6. Minus 2 times 3, minus 6. So the next one, 3 times 1, 3. Minus 2 times what? Minus 2 times 4, minus 8. The next one, minus 4 times 2, minus 8. Minus 4 times 2, minus 8. 1 times 3, plus 5. Sorry, plus 3. So the next one, minus 4 times 1, minus 4. Plus 4 times 1, plus 4. So if you have to do this, okay, we have minus 1 over 5 in the front. Minus 1 over 5. So, and that will be minus 1 over 5 multiplied by 6 minus 6, 0. 3 minus 8, minus 5. Minus 8 plus 3, minus 5. Minus 4 plus 4, 0. So if you multiply 2 by minus 5, minus 1 over 5 now, it means you are going to have 0. Minus 1 over 5 times minus 5. Minus you cancel minus. 5 you cancel 5. So we have 1. Minus 1 over 5 times minus 5 will also give us 1. Minus 1 over 5 times 0 we have was 0. So it means the value of our N will be equals to what? 0, 1, 1, 0. I hope it is very clear. Any problem?
Sir. Excuse me, sir.
Yes.
What
Okay.
if you multiply?
Yes.
What if you multiply minus 1 over 5 first before you
What of
multiply?
if you multiply minus 1 over 5 first?
Yes.
Before
You multiply it with the mn.
Before you multiply
Multiply it with the mn.
mn. Okay, see the same thing. You know, from what we have done in matrices, Yes, they are associative. Yes, you multiply minus 1/5. So you are going to now have, if you, so if you minus 1, so it will give you, the first one will be minus 3/5, the next one will be 2/5, the next one will be 4/5, and then minus 1/5. Yes, you are going to get the same thing if you do that. It's very, very correct. You'll get the same answer. So that is the solution to that one. I hope it's very clear. That's from WAEC, and it is mathematics question. 2017, question 12B. Sorry, is it 12A also? I think, okay, you saw it now. Okay, yes, 12B, 12B. So let's move to the next question. Yes, this is another WAEC question. I think this one is, this is also WAEC question. I think that should be GCE also. Yeah, this one should be GCE also. So from this question, we have that what? If 3x 254 and that is equals to what? That particular, they say find the value of what? X and Y. You can see that this one is also multiplication. It's also multiplication. So we are interested in the first one. You can go and do the second one on your own. So how do we do this? So just do the multiplication and compare. That is just what we need to do here. Do the multiplication and compare. If you do the multiplication, what will happen? 3x multiplied by 3 will give us 9x. 2 times 5, that's plus 10. So that's the first row, the first column and the first row. And if you look at it, it's equals to 28 on the other side there if you compare. So the same thing you do for you go to the second one. 3x multiplied by minus 2 will give us what? Minus 6x. 2 times 2y will give us what? Plus 4y. So let's do it together. Let me write on it. Do I need to write? Okay. Just copy the question. Once you have copied the question, let me go to the next slide too. I think I have a space in the next slide where I can write. So far you have copied the question. We are looking for the values of what? X and Y. So yeah, this is a space. So what do? We have 3x and 2. Minus 2y. And they have said is equals to what? 28, 4, 35, 22. So if you multiply 3x by 3x, you give us 9x. 2 times 5 will give us what? Plus 10. Plus 10. So the next one, this multiplied by this. So 3x times this will give us what? Minus 6x. 2 times 2y will give us plus 4y. If you go down, 5 times 3 is 15. 4 times 5, 20. So the next one, 5 times minus 2, that's minus 10. 5 times 2, 8y. So it's equals to 28, 4, 35, 22. So in this case now, you can just, the best thing for you to do is what? First look for the ones, you can see this one, it give you 35. Is corresponding to this one, 35 is correct. You don't need to go and look at this because this one has both X and Y. you may just test it later to verify that whether your answer is correct. So look at this one, 9x plus 10 equating to 28. 9x plus 10 equals to 28. So 9x will be equals to what? 18. It means x is equals to 2. So you can also come to this one. It's very easy for you to get. Minus 10 plus 8y equals to 22. So 8y will be equals to minus 10 will be there. It becomes 32. So divide both sides by 8, y equals to 4. So it means the value of our x, therefore, x is 2, and then y is what? 4. So as simple as that. So you can see that's how you can approach such a question. So if there's no comments, we can move to the next question. Well, I don't know whether if you can see this one clearly. I hope you can see it clearly.
No, sir.
We are interested in question, the point R3 minus 6. 5. Can you see it clearly, Abby?
Yes, sir, you can see it. I can
No,
see
sir.
it.
Okay.
I can see it.
Is there anybody that cannot see it?
Yes, sir.
You can't see it clearly, Abby?
Yes, sir.
Okay. I think the one that we are interested in, I will write it. The one we are interested in is the B part. You can go and solve other ones on your own. The B part, let me rewrite it. We said if 2 into bracket 3m plus n into bracket 1, 2 equals 8, 4. So if you look at this one too, is a matrix. It's a matrix question. But what is the dimension of this kind of matrix? Can anybody tell us what is the dimension of this matrix? The matrices that we have here, what's the dimension?
2 by 1.
2 by 1. Thank you. 2 row by 1 column. So you can just so definitely it will still lead us to something of simultaneous whatsoever. So what do we do? So in this case, 2 times 3 will give you 6. Okay, it will even be linear, very linear for us to solve. So 2 times 3 is just multiply 2 by everything here, multiply n by everything here. So 2 times 3 will give us what? 2 times 3 is 6. If you pick all the first row, 2 times 3 is 6. Then n times 1, n equals what? 8 for the first row. So it means n will be equals to what? 2. Go to the second row 2. What do we have? 2 times m, 2m, plus 2n, n times 2, 2n. It will be equals to 4. So, but luckily for us, we have got the value of what? N before. N is 2. So 2 times 2 will give us 4. So it means 2m I hope. Yeah. Okay, I'm correct. So we have 2m plus 2n. 2m, our n is what? 4. Equals to 4. So as a result of that, we have 2m will be equals to what? 4 minus 4, 0. And our m equals to what? 0. 0 over 2 is 0. So that is the solution to that particular one. That's the solution to that particular one. So question 13. So if there's no question, we can move. Okay, we don't need this. Yes, there's also a question here. Although this thing is missing, something is missing here. Let me. The question says that if x, the value of x, they did not put it there. Let me quickly put it for us. The value of x is 2, 3. And y is what? 5 minus 2. YZ is minus 4, 13. So they said find the values, find the scalars P and Q such that Px plus Qy equals to Z. Px, so it means you are going to multiply this one by P. Px plus Qy, you multiply this one by Q, will be equals to this. It's similar to what we did in the last one. So can you try it? Don't let me continue to try everything for you. What's the answer? You know, this one will actually lead to a this thing for you. Simultaneous equation. Okay, let me go to the next slide. We have about 5 more minutes. Okay. So from the question, Px, our P multiplied by X, 2, 3, plus Q multiplied by Y is 5 minus 2, equals to what? Equals to Z. Z is what? Minus 4 by 13. So we are going to have what? 2P plus 5Q equals to minus 4. The second one, we have 3P minus 2Q equals to what? 13. So it depends on whichever formula you can, you can't, there's no one that you have just one variable that you can easily find the value here. So you must use your simultaneous equation. So if you are like me that I like what do you call elimination? So just multiply this one by, if you are eliminating, for example, if you are eliminating, it depends on what you are eliminating. If you are eliminating P first, you can multiply this one by 3 and multiply this one by 2. That's the coefficient of P. So we have 6P plus 15Q equals to minus 12. So for the second one, we have what? We have 6P minus 4Q equals to 26. So if you subtract 15 minus 4 will give us what? 19Q. Minus 12 minus 26. That's what? Minus 38. So if you divide both sides by 19, our Q will be equals to what? Minus 2. So if Q is minus 2, substitute Q into that's one of the equations. So if you pick 2P, if you pick the first equation, for example, 2P plus 5Q equals to minus 4. So if you now substitute the value of Q equals to minus 2, so we have 2P minus 2 times 5 will give us minus 10, which will be equals to minus 4. So 2P will be equals to what? Minus 4 plus 10. And that will give us what? 6. P equals to 3. So therefore, we say that P equals to 3, Q equals to minus 2. So that's the solution to that particular one. I think we need to move ahead. If there is no question, we can move on. Yeah, this is I think the is also wire question, but it is GC. I think November, December 2018. November, December 2018. So you can see that these topic are now coming in mathematics. So you have to take it very serious. Look at the integration. The second one is on what? E. If I have a matrix A, let me know whether you have something of that nature have been mentioned. If you are if you have matrix A to be equals to 4, 2, 1, minus 3. Or let me say, okay, yeah, let's have it like this. In 5 seconds, can you give me the inverse of this matrix? In 5 seconds. Or in 10 seconds. Can anybody give yes or no? Can you give me the answer or the inverse of this matrix in 10 seconds? Yes or no? I can't hear you. Are you there? Don't forget, I've said that I can't see your chat. So don't chat me for now. Talk.
All one.
Do you want me to skip it? Hello, are you there? Okay. So in this case, if you need to find the for example, if it were to be objective question, I'm coming. No sending message. I've told you I'm not okay. P equals to 3. Okay. Thank you. Do I have I have 16 students here. None can even talk. I did not mute you all. You are the one that decided to keep quiet. Okay, no problem. Let me move on. I just want to be sure that I have students in my class. So if you need to find the matrices here, the inverse directly. If you need to find the inverse of this matrix directly, if you cannot see my screen, let me know. But I want to assume that you can see it. Okay, so I hope you can see my okay. Let me okay. So in this case now, having this question now, I just want to explain this. The first thing is what? Find the determinant. So what's the determinant of A? The determinant is what? 4 times minus 3 minus 12 minus 2 times 1. 2. And that will give us minus 14. So once you get minus 40, you know, I told you that something is very, very important here, the leading diagonal. The leading diagonal is this one. So what do? Just interchange, swap the leading diagonal. So we are going to have what? Minus 3, 4. Then the other diagonal multiplied by minus. I have minus 1, minus 2. You can now divide by the determinant. So multiply by 1 over minus 1 over 14.
Minus
So
4.
that's the inverse. Indirect. Inverse. Directly. That's the inverse. So the inverse will be what? You can multiply 1 over minus 1 over 14 like somebody has the other time. So minus, you cancel minus. You have 3 over 14. Then minus 2 over minus 14 will give us what? 1 over 7. Then minus 1, this one will give us 1 over 14. Then this one will give us what? Minus 2 over 7. So in simple terms, that's how you can get the what? The inverse. Or sorry, yes, the inverse. The inverse of a matrix. So here now, they say given that P inverse is this, find the value of P. Find the value of P. Yes, I remember some of the questions that people usually ask. The inverse of inverse, what will it give you? The inverse of an inverse will definitely give you the P. Just like before we asked, the enemy of your enemy is what? So is it your friend or your enemy? So you can find that the enemy of your enemy, not of not. So it will later give you a positive answer. So the enemy of your enemy is like your what? Your friend. So in this case too, the inverse of an inverse. So we are expected to find P. But what do? Must we reverse it? We don't need to reverse this process. What you can just do is that the inverse of P. By mathematically, it will give us what? P. And in fact, by mathematics, if you multiply the power, minus 1 times minus 1, it will give us plus 1. So it will give you P. So what they are trying to tell you is what? Find the inverse of this. Find the inverse of this. Remember a formula to find the inverse? So you have to use that formula. But if it were to be an objective question, the way I've done this, that's the same way you can do it. Minus 1 times minus 3. First find the determinant. Minus 1 times minus 3 will give you what? 4. 4 times what? 4 times 1. Sorry. Minus 1 times minus 3 will give us 3. That's 3, not 4. Then 4 times 1, 4. So 3 minus 4 will give us what? Minus 1. So that is minus 1 will be the answer of the determinant. Now, what do? You interchange the what? So it means you are going to have minus 1 over 1 multiplied by, you interchange the what? The leading diagonal element in the leading diagonal. So you are going to have minus 3 minus 1. So then the next thing, you multiply the other diagonal by minus 1. So you have minus 4. Minus 4. Then you have what? Minus 1. So indirectly, it means that we should multiply everything there by minus. So the answer will be what? 3, 1, 4, 1. But they may not allow this for you in theory. So I'm not sure they may not allow this for you in theory, because it's just so for the theory you have to apply the normal formula. So what's the normal formula? It means you find the minor. Okay, you have got the determinant already. That's the first thing, because determinant will help you to determine whether the inverse can hold or not. If the determinant is 0, it means such inverse cannot hold. You can't have such inverse. So the inverse of such matrix is not valid. Then so that is on that particular one. Now, let's see how we can solve. Okay, this one is not clean. Okay, because I came back. Okay, no problem. So to do this particular question, so the first thing you are going to do is what? Find we have got the determinant already. So find the minor. Find the minor. How do you get the minor?
So cover the row of -1, cover the column, we have what? -3. Cover the row of 1, cover the column of 1, we have what? 4. Cover the row of 4, cover the column of 4, we have 1. Cover the row of -3, cover the column of -3, we have -1. The next thing, put your cofactor, sign, plus, minus, minus, plus. It will give you what? 3, sorry, still -3, -4, -1, -1. The next thing, find the inverse, find the adjoint. When you are finding the adjoint, you swap row for column. So that's -3, -1, -4, -1. So then you now multiply 2 by -1. Or you divide by the determinant. Determinant is -1. So that one will give us what? 3, 1, 4, 1. So it means this is what? This is our P. So thank you very much for listening.
I think at this junction we have to end the class. So except if there are questions. So I want to quickly welcome your question now. If you have any question, can you quickly observe before we call it an end? Exactly, we have used exactly almost 1 hour now. Okay, some people have left the class already. So any question? Umani, Aisha, Abdullah, Amal, Afsa, Amina, Mariam. Any question? How your iPhone?
So I want you to explain that last example.